it feels now kind of like it did right when it first happened, because we're so ready to have a home. We need it. So it gets kind of frantic. You know, you go through these ebbs and flows, and sometimes it's okay, sometimes it's not. But just that's part of the process.
The trauma of going through something like this and losing everything that you've owned. My wife and I spent a lot of time making our house just the way we wanted it. We had traveled a lot and acquired things all over the world. We had photographs, etc., just like everyone does. And so that part of it was very difficult.
The loss of personal possessions, the loss of your family, because that's what was in the possessions that you care about.
On October 8th, we had no idea that we would be rebuilding a house. We had no idea that we would have to be making and remaking a lot of really large decisions. All of a sudden being thrust into a position where you have to make sort of big financial decisions, big lifestyle decisions. You know, are we going to stay in Santa Rosa? Are we going to rebuild in the same location? Et cetera, et cetera. Having to confront all of those decisions and not exactly being in the best mental space to do that, to say the least, I think that was really difficult.
We found out early on that we were hugely underinsured, and that's kind of a big part, is like what we're having to give up to actually have a home. And it's our contents, it's our savings, it's all our retirement. We're using everything we have. You know, it's a changed life. We just wanted some ideas of where to go to get help. Initially, it was through the PG&E attorney who referred me to United Policyholders, who've been tremendously helpful. They're a wonderful organization, because I mean, you really need someone that knows something, because this is all new and very foreign and scary.
Amy and Emily have both done a great job of putting these things together and leading them in what I suspect are not always the easiest situations. Everybody at UP has been great, and we really appreciate it.
We used the one-on-one with the attorney. They helped me call FEMA, because we had an issue with FEMA, and then they referred me to Kendall Jarvis at Sonoma County Legal Aid, and the girl's a rock star. You know, I'm so glad she's on my team. So that's just been amazing, and I attribute that relationship to United Policyholders.
There were a lot of speakers that had particular expertise, and those were really great. A fellow that stuck with me was a gentleman from Colorado who I think was a contractor out there and had lost his house, and instead of offering particular expertise, and he did offer some of that, his advice had more to do with sort of bucking up and, kind of steeling yourself to get through it. And maybe in the particular place I was at the time, that resonated with me.
In 2012, we had something called the Waldo Canyon fire in Colorado Springs. Took down about 500 houses right in my neighborhood, and ours happened to be one of them. I remember in going through this process, about a year after the fire that affected us, there was another fire in Colorado Springs. So my wife and I led a series of these kinds of workshops. I'll never forget the first thing that I said, because I didn't really know what I was going to say, but I'll never forget it. And what I told the people then is, everything in life gives you an opportunity to demonstrate your character.
It's empowering to have knowledge, and basically we had none about this kind of thing.